Do cats think we are just big dumb cats? Last night, my cat knocked over a cup of water, stared directly into my soul, and walked away without a trace of guilt. I started wondering if she actually knows I'm human, or if she just sees me as a much larger, much dumber version of herself. It turns out I'm not the only one who's asked that question. So let's get this straight. Cats are domesticated, but they are not domesticated the way dogs are. Dogs have been selectively bred for thousands of years to work with humans, to read our expressions, follow commands, and basically be little human interpreters in fur coats. Cats didn't go through the same process. They more or less domesticated themselves. Thousands of years ago, wild cats realized that humans had farms. Farms had grains, grain attracted mice, and mice were a free buffet. So cats started hanging around, and humans, realizing they were getting free pest control, tolerated them. That's the foundation of the relationship. It's more like a loose alliance than a true partnership. Now, back to the question. Do cats think we are just big cats? Some animal behaviorists believe, kind of yeah, cats are social animals, but in a very cat-specific way. In the wild, they usually live alone, but they recognize familiar cats and form loose colonies. They have ways of showing affection, rubbing against each other, grooming, tail wrapping, and they do all those things the same to us. What's interesting is that cats don't really change their behavior when interacting with humans. Dogs clearly switch modes. They behave differently around humans than they do with other dogs. But cats pretty much treat us the same way they would treat another cat. They headbutt us, they need us like kittens needing their mother's belly, they purr, they bring us dead animals as gifts, and they even sometimes try to groom us. This is why some scientists, like cat behavior expert John Bradshaw, have suggested that cats don't necessarily understand that we are a different species. Or if they do, they don't care. They still treat us using their own cat-to-cat social behaviors. We are just bad at being cats. We don't groom them back, we're way too big, we walk like clumsy giraffes, and we ignore their attempts to communicate half the time. But they still try. The meowing thing is also strange. Adult cats in the wild almost never meow at each other. Meowing seems to be something cats developed specifically to communicate with humans. It's like a custom language just for us, some kind of fuzzy manipulation tool. They figured out that we respond to it, so they keep doing it. If you live with a cat, they've probably tailored their meows to you. So, if cats do see us as big cats, they probably think we are incompetent, slow, and weirdly hairless. But we are part of their colony. That's why they follow us from room to room, bring us things we didn't ask for, and sleep on our clothes. It's not because they are confused. It's because that's what you do with family. So the next time your cat glares at you from across the room, like you're the biggest disappointment they've ever seen, take comfort. That's not hatred. That's the gaze of a small predator who's chosen you, despite your many, many flaws. Got a weird midnight question keeping you up? Drop it in the comments and maybe it will be featured in a future episode. Thanks for listening, and until next time, keep wondering. I am Mari and this is Midnight Question.